Howdy, friends. I am Matt Shorty Wells. Welcome back to another episode. So I've got something really special today. This is an interview, and I'm putting quotations on it. I'll tell you why in a moment. It's an interview with a really dear, special new friend of mine, Cynthia, Greatness Day. So Greatness and I talked about doing a video together. Now, I'd never done interviews before. And really, I ended up getting two more friends on camera there as well. And it just all naturally happened, kind of a thing. This wasn't something that I was mapping out. Now in hindsight, I'm thinking, man, that would have been a lot of fun. We could have had conversations a little bit more, interviewed them. But also, in one hand, I'm leaving some of the outtakes. So some of our friends were going to bed for the night, kind of a thing. And whatever. So we took a little intermission between the conversation that Cynthia and I were having, and I'm leaving some of that in because my brother Danny got in there, and then Aunt Sandy, I left it in there, Sandy. Like, why can't? So Sandy's younger than I am, and I call her Aunt Sandy. All right, so she's like, why can't I just be a sister? Why do I gotta be an aunt? But Sandy is this loving mother energy. She's the one who tied this bracelet on for me when we were there. She tied it on, and she had this loving blessing that she did it. And she is a mom, and she just has this mother energy about her, and she's just the sweetest thing. And I just love her to death. And in the first night of ceremony, I was thinking about her there. I saw her over there on her thing, and she was doing her thing. And I just had this overwhelming love for her, and that she just Aunt Sandy is how she got dubbed. And she was, I left it in the video here. She's like, why can't I be sister? Why can't I be Aunt Sandy? And it is funny because I'm older than her, but sorry, Aunt Sandy, it is what it is. But Aunt Sandy and Danny, they make little cameos in there. And I think that was really special, really cool to have in there. Both of them are part of Bus Team 6. So we all Bus Team 6, even though there were 7 of us, we kind of got dubbed Bus Team 6 because it was just me and 6 others. And that was true for each one of them. It was them and 6 others, whatever. But anyway, Bus Team 6, we all bonded at the airport at Liberia Airport before even getting to Rythmia. We had, I don't know, whatever that bus ride is, an hour and some change, whatever it is, to bond and connect and become fam and all that kind of stuff. So Bus Team 6, we had a nice little bonding, before we even got to the property there. So the Bus Team 6 people are special, in a lot of ways. So that was 2 of our Bus Team 6 was in the little, the cutoff there kind of a thing. So but let me tell you some of my criticisms of this video real quickly, and it's on myself. I wish I would have shut the shit up. In my mind, we were doing like a video together. I didn't know that I was going to, get to do other videos with other friends as well and make it more of an interview kind of a thing. I did know too, though, that I was going to get home and do my own video, which is I'm more accustomed to, kind of putting some thoughts down or just waxing onto a camera by myself. That I'm more accustomed to that, kind of a thing. So I guess we went into this recording without in my mind, much visioning of what it was supposed to be and what it was going to be. So we were doing a video together when I really should have just been interviewing Cynthia. So I stepped on her, and I'm aware of this as you see it. I see it. I watched the thing just now. Like, damn it, shut the shit up, Shorty. You know what I mean? Like, let Cynthia talk. So now I did get to shut up a little bit and let her tell her story. But I wish I would have taken advantage of the opportunity while we were there at the grounds and just let her expound and let her keep going. And I kept jumping in, which is that's part of my personality I'm aware of. But I stepped on her feet too much. I should have asked her and allowed her to expound on some of her experience, because her experience was really, really awesome. Now, she's a friend of mine, so we've talked a lot while we were there, and then even afterwards now we've been chatting a lot, doing some FaceTimes and whatnot. So I know her story more than you were able to hear on this video. If I'd have shut up, you probably would have heard more, and her story is quite just special. You know what I mean? So anyway, hey, rambled on here enough to set it up. So my friends, I give you Cynthia, Greatness Day. All right, so where are we at?
We're at Rythmia right now.
Life Advancement Center in Costa Rica.
Costa Rica, baby.
We're at the coolest spot. Look, we got friends in the pool right over there. We got Roots right behind us. We're in Fruits. This is Fruits. That's where we at. So I'm here with my new friend, my soul sister,
Yeah.
Cynthia. And Cynthia and I just come off of it's Saturday night right now. And we got here Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday. We're
Sunday
on
afternoon.
Team 6, bus Team 6 right here. What? Oh, by the way, for those who don't know, we're our Rythmia Lightworkers Group 230.
2:30.
In the house.
2:30.
Yeah.
2:30.
Well, I'll put some photos in here too with some of the photos we just took. And then the group
Perfect.
photo too. I'll put that in here as well. So that'll be
All
fun.
right.
So, all right. So when I get home, I'm going to go through my notes and I'm going to sit down and do my video for my Rythmia experience here. But while I'm here with my friend Cynthia, I wanted to capture her on video and let her say hello to my internet
Little
people.
friend.
Hello to my little friend. Cynthia, what would you say that you had a miracle here? Would you say you had any kind of breakthroughs? Anything that you'd like to share in any kind of way with the internet, kind of a thing?
I would absolutely like to say that I experienced the biggest miracle of my life so far, with for the last 41 years of living. And I have to say, I've always been, like you, always growing and expanding, and for me personally, excavating a lot of, past hurts and childhood trauma and, just things that deeply rooted and seated, beliefs from experiences create, you know what I mean? So I've done a lot of healing on that. But this by far was the deepest and the most uncomfortable that I have ever been working on my shit.
You can look good or you can get better. Choose one, right?
Oh, man.
We got better this week.
I mean, I thought I was good on self-improvement, but no, Mother Ayahuasca showed me different. She showed me more. She showed me deeper. She showed me things that I was unwilling to see because, of course, they were too uncomfortable. And so, this week she forced me to see the truth about a very important dynamic in my life, which was, my son. And, that just past patterns had been repeating, throughout lineage, basically. And so fortunately, she led me to this place in time. And then she let me really dig deep and see the truth so that I could save and stop the pattern from continuing. And I have to say that my relationship with him, with my son now, is going to be so much more intentional and connected. And this little boy is going to be so seen and heard, and he's going to understand that, he feels important. And I can now lead him, to help him embrace his own truth.
In a better way than you would have before.
In the most truthful way. Yeah. What it is to him. Yeah. So she did that, and I mean, oh my God, there was so much that happened. I mean, she showed me exactly what we're made of. She showed me dimension. She showed me.
Oh, you got some of the colors, the geometric progression and all that? Or
geometry,
whatever?
Let me tell you.
You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Tuesday night, let me just say the sky was very colorful.
See, I didn't get that. I was wanting the geometric colors and all that. The cartoons, I called them. I thought that would have been fun.
Yeah.
I didn't get that, but that's all right. I didn't really
God.
come here for that. I just thought that would be fun.
I mean, I saw that there was an entire sky full of everyone's posse, like everyone's spirit guide from every dimension, from every world, from every galaxy.
Nice.
They were all hanging in the sky, like celebrating the fact that everyone was down here doing the work on themselves,
Nice. Yes.
And then she showed me, so Mother Ayahuasca showed me the matrix. She showed me what our souls are made of. And she showed me that our souls, are we're light, we're energy, we're vibration. And she consciously allowed me to calibrate myself to a conscious level to be one with my soul. And so I understood and I saw the difference between distraction and disassociation and who we really are, where we really are, the spark in us that makes us everything and nothing at all. And so I legit did the work to awaken and be able to see the world through the eyes of my soul. And right now, just, breath work tonight was just as powerful. I mean, holy shit.
I had no expectations with that. I came in with that just like with low expectations. And the first night, that was the thing we did the first night we were here. Was the breath work. And I was vibrating and so I was like, okay, there's something in this. And we have this, we've been sitting on this the whole time. We had this, you know what I mean? Like it's right, we have it all around. We came here for the tea. I came here for the tea, right? I wanted to drink the tea and have a little celestial thing. I thought that'd be cool, but the breath work itself was pretty legit.
What did you experience tonight?
Tonight, man, I don't know. Not things that I could put my finger on, kind of a thing. Like, so I was asked, did you receive your miracle? I think after the first or second ceremony. We did 4 ceremonies. If you're not familiar with Rythmia, it's 4 ayahuasca ceremonies, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And I think either on Monday night or Tuesday night, somebody asked me, so did you get your miracle? Did you receive your miracle? And here's some of my challenge with some of the language around here. It's this singular conversation. Did you receive your miracle? It's presupposing or sounding like at least there's one miracle to receive, and it's the only one that matters. And if you don't receive your miracle, whatever that is, this thing that you think you came here wanting, like I came here with some specific intentions, and I'll get into all that more later, but basically finding out what's stuck in my crow that's got me not allowing myself to live up to the vision that I have for myself. So this is my life here. This is my vision for myself. And the distance is the gap is too big, and it doesn't make sense to me. And I know what exactly I want to do with my life. I know the way I'm going to make my difference in the world. I know I've got it all literally mapped out. I know exactly what I'm going to do, what company I'm going to do it with, what profession I'm going to do it with, how I'm going to make my difference in the world. And yet, as soon as it starts falling in place, I moved all the mountains. I quit my job recently, and I started building my business full time, and everything was going smashingly. And I immediately checked out. I immediately started the sabotage thing. I've had my career aspiration, this specific one, for over 9 years now. And I'm still not full-time in that game. And all of a sudden, everything was falling in place, and I pulled back. I don't understand why, because I'm a personal development junkie, and I'll fix anything I can put my finger on. But I could not figure out what is the reason. I don't understand. So I came here to see if there was something in my subconscious that I've not been allowing myself to see. And
that's what you've been working on.
What's that?
I mean, I think that's the reason why you've gone back ancestrally to work on blocks that have possibly carried over from lifetimes.
Yeah, so she's touching on there. So there's 4 different types of ayahuasca experiences or DMT experiences or whatever. One of them's called a nada. And a nada is where you nod off. You sleep through it. It's like, hey, did anything happen? Kind of a thing. And so it would appear as though I had a nada experience. And that's interesting within itself.
And I think I think you're right on. I think you're spot on. It's like, in order for you to progress forward, you've got these subconscious blocks that you're not fully aware of that could possibly, and I'm not Mother Ayahuasca, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not the medicine working through you right now, but, quite possibly, you've gone back where in those lifetimes that you needed to do the work that those mental blocks carried with you from lifetime to lifetime, and maybe you're going back there and working on them.
Evidently, possibly. I can tell you this, there's not something I can put my finger on that are the 3 things here: show me who I've become, merge me back with my soul at all costs, and heal my heart. I can't say I had a consult. There was no, I didn't have any of the cartoons, which I thought that would have been fun, the geometric, patterns and all that. I didn't have an astrological, what do they call that, field trip? You know what I mean? Like
I didn't do any of that. And again, that just would have been fun. I didn't come here for that. I just would have been neat. I came here though to put my finger on what is my problem and what is going on. And that I've not been able to identify, but yet at the same time, it does feel obvious to me that there's been a lot released, I'm liberated in ways that I don't necessarily, and so this is something, Jerry Powell, the founder of this place, we had lunch with him today, and this is after all 4 ceremonies and all this, and his story, if you're not familiar with it, he did Iboga, which Iboga is kind of described as a stern father, and ayahuasca is more described as a loving mother. Although, you know, the accounts of the experiences here with this loving mother, you hate to meet the father because the loving mother is, you know, really wants to stretch you, really wants to make you uncomfortable, wants you to trust, wants you to step forward, wants you to, almost like wants to break you down and make that ego self of yours,
Yeah.
right? Get out of the way,
Yeah.
kind of a thing. Really wants to
Yeah.
break you down so that
Yeah.
you can, I don't know, lean into what's being offered, kind of a
Right.
thing.
Right.
But if
That's
the
accurate.
if the mother ayahuasca is handles things the way she does, then you know they'll. But hearing somebody like Jerry Powell's story, he had a consult, they would call it, right? So where he had conversation. Now he would tell you he had a conversation with the moon. I'm not going to say he didn't. What do I know, right? You know, but I do know that he had a consult, which is a persona outside of him, you know, that gave them all of this information. Now, I'm not going to pretend like I know what's really going on here. As you know, I've got opinions that estimations. I would say we're all individualized expressions of one. The I am. Best label I've got for God is imagination. I think we're manifestations. We're mana. We're mana manifestations of that one imagination. So, but at the same time, there's just a lot going on in reality, I guess, you know, not this 3D thing that we think time and space is real. We're so cute with our
I know.
estimations, right?
Believe me, I went up there and I saw it. It's so much more.
I wanted to see that. That would have been fun. Well,
There
let's have a
are
field trip, right?
ancient, I mean, there are like so many different civilizations and levels of consciousness and, you know, just life.
Right now, constantly.
It's constant.
It's
I mean,
right
it's just a big giant web that expands and contracts. And I mean, it's like so many different levels and forms of communication, and yet it's so abundant. It's infinite what there is actually going on out here.
So you see the confidence, you see the knowing that she has, and look, you'll see this. You talk to anybody who's had ayahuasca experiences or iboga, they have a knowingness about them. Like they saw something, experienced something, and you can't tell them shit otherwise because they know.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean,
they
it
don't
is
hope
so
this to be
much
true.
more.
They know this to be true. That which has been created can never be destroyed. All of this stuff is always forever. And this is kind of almost like my disappointment. Okay, this was gonna get with the lunch with Jerry though. So it's almost, I'm almost a bit disappointed, although I'm not, because I know that we get exactly what we need. And if you try sometimes, you'll find you get what you need. You know, you don't get what you want, you know, but you get what you need.
I like that.
Right? Because that's kind of what I was thinking here today with that lunch with Jerry. So Jerry said something about, because I was like, well, man, you had this very clear conversation with this, you know, moon, or, you know, that revealed, oh, here was something. So he had a traumatic event happen to him when he was a child. And you can read his book, Shit the Moon Told Me, to hear Jerry's story. But he had something in his subconscious awareness that he was not consciously aware of. Like this was revealed to him in a plant medicine ceremony. And he was like, that didn't happen, did it? And it turned out it did, right? Like this is a thing that happened that he just blocked out. And I'm like, all right, so there's nothing that I've blocked out as far as I'm aware. And everything that I am aware of, I'm totally fine with. I'm real big on there's no victim in my story. You ain't going anywhere, huh? Are you? Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, we're not live anyway.
Okay, so let's say bye.
Well, good to see you.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. I love you, brother.
I will.
We'll see you in the morning. Yeah.
Hey, you want to say anything to my? I'm recording a new video for
What is the
the.
video for?
So I'm gonna post it on my YouTube channel.
Oh,
You
cool.
want to share any thoughts or any experiences you had from the event?
You're the fucking man. That's it. That's all I got to say. I want my own episode.
Are you guys live?
No, we're
No.
recording though. You want to get on? You want to say anything to the video?
Are you
Hi. This is my
you
brother.
guys want to
from
go
another
live?
mother.
Huh? No.
Oh.
So are you guys leaving or were you gonna say bye at breakfast or just to make
I'm
sure?
leaving at 6.
No,
Are
let's
you
say
going to bed?
goodbye at breakfast. Yeah. I
I'm
don't
leaving at
wanna-
6:15. Yeah, so I have to go.
Oh, you're leaving at
Yeah.
6:15 in the morning?
Yeah.
I know. Why can't I be like a sister instead of an aunt? I'm not that old.
Because I'm still a child in my mind,
Yeah,
and you're like
that's
this mama creature.
Mama's
You're like a
Mama's creature.
Very nice to meet you.
Oh, hey, let me give you I didn't give you one of my puppets.
What time do you leave tomorrow? Well, there'll be more people here still until like 4 or 5. Yeah, and everyone will be hanging out. here.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, do you want to do a
I
video?
was thinking of maybe doing another massage.
I'm gonna. I have
Oh,
a YouTube
yeah,
channel. I'm gonna call my
perfect.
church now.
Yeah, I know Nancy
Yeah?
and Bella are doing theirs at noon. Their massage at noon.
Are you, come on. What more do we want?
Gonna hang out here. Yes, I am. Okay, so.
We're back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. All right. What were we talking about? Oh, you're given. Here's the summary that I can have for my experience here. Is you are given. Which way is? There we go. You are given you're given what you need out of these medicines. Your higher self, intelligence. I don't know. I can't speak with firsthand experience. If there's a, Mother Ayahuasca is this persona that is not the same thing as what I would identify as God. You know what I mean? Is I didn't have a consult. You know what I mean? But I did get all of the data, all of the downloads. I got all of the release. I don't know. There was something liberated in me through this experience that I've not been able to necessarily put my finger on, but still is real just the same. And I really need some time to get home and just kind of settle in a little bit and process a little bit of stuff, I think, still. But yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
That's what I got out of Jerry's lunch, though, is that when I was getting at was he had this experience, this conversation with all of this back and forth conversation. And he was revealed something in his youth that he had suppressed to the point he didn't even recall it happening. And I don't have anything like that I'm aware of, that I haven't processed. There's no victim in my story. If you're familiar with Don Miguel Ruiz's The Four Agreements, nothing anybody does is about you. It's about them. Everybody's doing the best they can with who they are and where they are in that moment, kind of a thing. And I just don't seem to have any, and I don't live there being in the past, right? So there's no victim in my story. Nothing that anybody else does is about me. It's about them. And I don't live in the past anyway. So I don't think that there's anything in my past that is an issue to me today, I would suggest. And I think that was kind of validated in my experience by both my experience with the 4 ceremonies here at Rythmia and the conversation with Jerry. Jerry's the guy who founded this whole thing, started this whole thing with his, after his experiences with Iboga, which is, that I'm going to dance with Iboga here soon too, because it seems more assured that you get that experience, that consult, if you will.
You'll have to let me know.
Yeah,
You'll
you're not
have to
interested.
fill
No,
me in. Mother Iowa. Mother did a thing on me. So, I don't know. I don't know if I
You
can
need
come
that
back.
stern father, huh? You don't need that stern
No,
father.
I don't think so. I think the loving mother so far really helped. I mean, what I can say that I realized, it was that I embodied the theories, the things that we know what life is all about, and what we're actually made of. But I fucking I saw it as a part of me. And what I realize about this lifetime is that we're meant to forget who we really are. And we spend our whole life trying to remember what our purpose is, remember what we're here to do. And it's always, the goal was always to ascend. It's always to wake up. It's always to wake up to your soul's true nature. So I feel like God, Mother Ayahuasca, the stern father, things in life, guides and angels, they push us along our journey to help us wake up and remember who we really are. And it goes so far beyond this human experience. We're just, we're trying to get down to the soul purpose through a human experience. And that's what this life is all about.
Yeah. Amen. I love it. So you would say, in summary, you got your miracle.
I believe that miracles have happened absolutely in my life.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
I mean, this is just one, you know what I
Uh-huh.
mean? Like, who knows when we all find ourselves back here again,
Yeah.
what the next thing, the
And
next
as we
big
integrate
reveal
too.
is
I
gonna
mean,
be.
honestly, I think there's still miracles happen every day. And who knows how many of them are going to play out as we get back home and in our rhythm and start integrating this, as they say,
Right.
into our life. I know I'm excited. I can tell that there's a handful or two of miracles that are in play in me, and I'm excited to get home and start killing it and pursuing my goals, dreams, and aspirations. And I think that it was made more available to me as a result of my experience here at Rythmia. Would you encourage, now I'm going to be real sensitive about encouraging people to go do plant medicine, but what I am going to very strongly do is encourage people to look into plant medicines. What would your generic opinion, because now there's going to be some people in my life that I'm not going to be encouraging them to look into it. I'm going to say, get your ass to Rythmia. You know what I mean? Like there's going to be some people in my life that like, whatever, I know enough about you and the experience and all this, get to Rythmia. But generically, I don't know if I want to say that, because I don't know if it is for everybody, like anything. In the world.
Yeah, I would say, like Jerry said, that if your soul is on that path to remembering, right, what your soul purpose in your path is, then you're called. You're called to come do the work, to get beyond the ego so that you can get to your soul, right? So that you can listen and watch what your soul calls you to do, right? Which is to ascend and then to help others ascend. So I think, if you're on that path, that's when you'll be called.
Yeah. I love it. That's what's up. Cynthia, thank you for coming on and sharing with my.
Yeah, thank you for
my people
having
here.
me.
This is my soul sister. We're going to be doing more things together. You'll see.
Oh, for sure.
As things go and as we integrate into our worlds and whatnot. But anything you want to say in summary, or?
I think I just did.
I think you did. Love you, darling. Thank you for being on.
I hear the voice of my grandmother's calling me. I hear the voice of my grandmother's song. She says, stand in your power, women, stand in your power. Listen, 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 listen. I hear the voice of my grandmother's calling me. I hear the voice of my grandmother's song. She say, give birth, give life, mothers, give birth, give life. Listen, 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 listen. I hear the voice of my grandmother's calling me. I hear the voice of my grandmother's song. She say, teach them, be wise, grow and teach them, be wise. Listen, 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 listen. I hear the voice of my grandmother's calling me. I hear the voice of my grandmother's song. She say, wake up, child, wake up, listen, 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 listen. I hear the voice of my grandmother's calling me. I hear the voice of my grandmother's song. She says, stand in your power, women, stand in your power. Listen, 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 listen. I hear the voice of my grandmother's calling me. I hear the voice of my grandmother's song. She say, give birth, give life, mothers, give birth, give life.